On everything, I wish I didn't have 20/20 vision so I could wear cute glasses like this for real, for real. Oh my gosh.
That's my type. 8-inch bagel, that's the pipe. That's my type, bigger, that's my type. Let's do it.
The quality looks horrible. I know. I'm also wearing fake glasses. I know. I have on my standard room light, and I also, my radio might be a distraction, but I don't like, I can't stress how much I don't like filming videos or talking without something going on in the background. It kind of just makes me feel like everyone's hearing me, and I don't know, I just have to have like white noise or background noise just going on. It's really a personal thing. I am so sorry. I suck, I know. If you have read by the title, we're doing something a little different, a little spin on story times, because I used to post story times before I revamped my channel, and those got a lot of views. I think it's because, like, you know, people are attracted to drama. aka James Charles scandal. Sorry, I'm picking, but basically this part of story times is called Dexi's Exes. Basically, I'm going to do story times where I talk about my ex-friends or ex-romantic interest, whether it be boyfriends or ex-crushes. Usually, if you know me and you know I have like a crush on someone, I won't talk about them. I'm obviously, like in this series, I won't talk about them, only because I like to talk about story times that are actually resolved or like done with. This one is definitely done with. I'm definitely done with this person. I don't want to be around them. They're disgusting. I'm sorry. And if you follow them on Instagram, or if you're friends with them, or if you're gonna come for me for being a hater and, oh, you did the same thing, like, whatever. We're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna get into Dexi's Exes and my friendship with a racist, make America great again type of person. Yeah. So I became friends with S in the 7th grade after my friend N. I didn't ask if I can mention her in this video, but we're still good friends, me and N. After my friend N moved. So before my friend N moved, we were okay. Like, we didn't get as close, but we got extremely close after N moved. And, you know, 7th grade was honestly a blur. I'm sorry. So we might have to gloss by this, but for a while we were cool, we were fine. Until this one incident in the locker rooms, right? S said the N-word, and while I can say the N-word, I'm not gonna say it on camera because I don't want to get demonetized, or I don't want my video to get taken down. But y'all know the N-word, and if y'all don't know the N-word, look it up somewhere. But she said the N-word in the locker room, and here's how it all went down. Okay, so I don't know how we got into this, but essentially I said cracker, and you can make the argument, oh, or cracker is sorry, I'm getting distracted by the music, but cracker, ooh, C-word, sorry, C-word is a slur, you know, you can't use that against white people. And to me personally, you know, when have white people ever been really oppressed? And I know people are gonna bring the Holocaust. While there were probably some Jewish white people, yes, but I'm not talking about Jewish white people. I am not talking about Jewish people at all. This S was just not even Jewish. She was non-religious. She's an atheist. She is not affiliated with the Jewish religion. So put that thought somewhere else. But for me, like, when have white people ever been oppressed? Like, when I think of slurs, I think of words that are targeted or have been used against a certain demographic to like kind of dehumanize them, to demolish their overall value as a whole, like the N-word and like the S-word, the like it's similar to like people saying the R-word. Like you're essentially like dehumanizing or kind of just like, you know, diminishing like mentally disabled people. The C word is really an oppressive term, or at least to me it's not on the same scale as the N word. Alright, I have spent like maybe a minute explaining my views, but whatever. So anyway, I said the C word, and you know, and then she's like, oh, that's such a slur, you can't say that, what if I called you? She proceeds to say the N word, and okay, so I turned to her and I'm like, excuse me, what did you just say? And she's like, yeah, I said it. And I'm like, you can't say that. Like, you cannot say that. 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 And this girl M, I'm friends with her. She's in my French class this year. we talk a little bit, but she's pretty cool, and she basically defended me. She was like, yeah, you can't say that. And mind you, we're in 7th grade. You know, while people can be dumb and people can say a bunch of like, you know, racist shit, we're still young. But however, I feel like that is a word, and the N-word is a word that if you are non-black at the age of 13 or 12, you should know not to say that word. If you're non-black and you say the N-word at the age 12 or 13, something's wrong with you, and you're clearly choosing to say it. And this girl, she clearly chose to say it. Alright. Okay, so let's flash forward to summer of 7th grade going into 8th grade. Alright, me and this girl, we get into a fight? Do I really want to say a fight? Yes, we do get into a fight. And basically, it was around the time like Trump posted something, or Trump did something. You know, and she posted about it. She was like, oh my gosh, I love Trump, oh my gosh, he's like our savior, whatever. And I was like, okay, because obviously for the right reasons, I'm like, okay, awkward. but you know, and so I block her on Snapchat because that's where she posted that thing, on Snapchat. And then she texts me, she's like, oh, why'd you block me on Snapchat? I was like, I just didn't want to see your whole views on Trump and how you support him. And basically she comes for me for being sensitive, for being like, oh, you know, all you ever do is care about yourself. That's one of the things I remember from that conversation or argument. She's like, all you do is care about yourself. And I know my subscribers, just my subscribers that are watching this are probably like, okay, but to the people that know me in real life, y'all know that it's not true. I will admit, I do have my selfish moments. I really do. I will admit that. How overall, I'm a very caring person, and I fired back. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. You clearly don't know me well enough if you said that. Hold on. We did this thing where we blocked each other on Instagram too, but we would kind of at each other indirectly in our bios, because when you're blocked on Instagram, the only thing you really see is like the only thing you see is their username, their name, and their bio. You don't see any other pictures. And so we would kind of like indirectly type stuff in our bios, like, oh, you're a little I'm gonna post proof right here or something, of like, because I know on Instagram you can like search your bio archives or something and see all the ugly, cringy stuff you said. But right here, I'm gonna put some of the stuff that I said in the bios towards her. I just kind of got a southern accent. I'm so sorry. So basically, yeah, it was really like a huge thing, and I even went to this girl H. I don't talk to her anymore, but you know, because she moved, so she moved to like Massachusetts or something, or Connecticut, I don't even know, but age. And basically she was standing up for me. She was like, oh yeah, S is a little snake. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna go into 8th grade. I will admit I was very shady. I was very, 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 very shady. Very, 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 very shady. And I acted a certain way where I look back and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was pretty bad of me. That was a little of me. But I kind of tormented us a little bit because of how she treated me and her racist views, essentially. So yeah, I would, you know, in the hallways with my clique of friends, I will talk about them in, well, specifically, a little couple of them in future story times. But my little clique, we would kind of like be like, oh, we would kind of be like, cause she a little snake. And I'm like, oh, you little snake, 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 snake. And I even wore this, I wore this shirt of me, not this shirt, this paper that said, like, no snakes, or, like, I'll post it here, too. I know I have it somewhere on my old Instagrams. But pretty much, yeah, that was really bad on my part. I am not like that anymore. It was 8th grade, and I will admit I was a little shady for that. I'm sorry for doing that to her if she's ever watching this. She'll probably never watch this. But we actually, hold up. I think we became friends again. And I know you're probably looking at me like, Dexi, is you dumb? Is you blind? Is you stupid? Is you stupid? Look at you. You looking stupid. You little stupid. Like, and honestly, I will admit it was stupid because this girl had the nerve to ditch moi, to ditch me. I remember, like, you know, we stopped talking for a little bit, and then I tried talking to her, I tried reaching out to her, and she would just ignore me in the halls. And I'm like, excuse you? Like, I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance to be my friend. You're the one that said that racist stuff, that MAGA stuff, that little, you know? And and it was so, I felt like she did not have the nerve to do that, because, like, I'm just like, who's, like, on character wise, she's not really a good person to me. Like, she's not a good person at all. And she didn't say just racist stuff about me. She said racist stuff about, like, Hispanics, Chinese people, like, talking about their eyes. Some, not Chinese people, but, like, East Asian people. But she did specify, like, Chinese. She would be like, oh, Chinese people with small eyes. It's one thing, like, and I'm just like, okay, like, am I supposed to be entertained by that? Whatever. And what else? What else is there? This is the moment in time where I will take all the screenshots or nasty posts I have of this girl right here, and if I don't have any, then I'm probably just gonna skip over this. But so we 9th grade, we had a period together. We had the same period together. It was gym. We didn't have the same class, but we were in the same period. And I would see her hanging with her little alternative friends, her little, I'm not like the people I watch anime. I wear black, I wear cowboy boots type of people. You know those people. They're definitely in your school. They definitely were in your school. But you know, she would always look at me. I would always look at her. I'm like, okay. And then I walk with my friends too, letting her know that I am that B, because I am that B. I was that B and I'm still that B. But I digress. She would, and so I remember I was trying to be nice to her, and I feel like this was either in the hallways or in the locker room. I don't know. It was one of the other. But I was like, oh, I like your shoes. She didn't say anything. She looked at me and she just walked. And I know for a fact, like, ninth grade through that entire period, all the times I would see her, she had a look of fear on her face. She looked like she did not want to deal with me at all. And to me, I feel like I should have been the one looking like that, essentially. Like, she looked like she was a little, like, she looked a little afraid of me. And understandable. But I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid of her. I was afraid of her. I invited this girl over to my house. This girl knew my address because we hung out for my birthday at the mall with my other friend, Angel. I don't think she really cares if I name drop her because that's my girl. But yeah, so she knows my address, and this girl and her family, they own guns. She sent me multiple videos of her firing, like, in her backyard, like, actual bullets, not air rifle stuff, like actual bullets. So I was always scared. I was like, oh no, this girl gonna come over here, shoot my family up, shoot this place up. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all. I'm really not. And she never did. Thank God. Honestly. And last time I heard, I think it's because I was doing a little creeping and lurking, but that's just kind of a trait I have. I'm sorry. And I saw that she moved to West Virginia. I was, in my head, I'm like, that's where you belong. Country roads take me home to where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, country roads take me home. Yeah. I'm glad because I did not want to see her face, but her page is private. Sometimes I go and I lurk and I'm like, and I think she's getting a little girly, and I'm like, okay, all right. But I'm glad she's in an area where she feels comfortable to spread her views, because the truth is, she'd always tell me this, but she'd always tell me how uncomfortable she was. Like, oh, I can't talk about me being a Republican and me being a conservative in front of these in front of these liberal people, and she'd always talk smack about liberal people. She felt like we were all like, not, well, I guess I'm liberal, I don't know, but she'd always talk about them like, oh, they're libtards. I am not using that word, I'm just quoting her. And it's just like, okay, like, you live in I live in Northern Virginia, you live in Northern Virginia, like, this part of Virginia, and maybe Virginia Beach, maybe Richmond, maybe Norfolk, maybe that, like, maybe the Virginia Beach area, Richmond and Northern Virginia are probably one of the most democratic places in Virginia. So I know Northern Virginia for a fact is, but everywhere else in Virginia is definitely like straight up got accents like this. I don't even have an accent like this. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but and they're red. Like, no joke, they're red. So it's just like, you're in the wrong area, sis. And clearly she has found her right area. She found her area. Oh. So yeah, this is one of the first of many stories that will be covered in Dexi's X's. Alright? If you enjoyed this little story time, it's probably not little because it's long. I'm filming this and I'm almost up to 20 minutes. But if you really enjoyed Storytime Saturdays and what's it called, and Storytime and just like Dexi's X's, please comment that down below. Please like and subscribe. If we get to maybe 15 to 20 likes, I will upload more Dexi's X's and talk smack about people that aren't in my life, essentially. Alright. Bye, guys.